Hi guys, I hope you are really well. First things first, if you do like the video, do please remember to click like, do please remember to subscribe, do please remember that our podcast's available, and remember that if you can get yourself to London on the 20th of August, we have a meetup in the centre of town, and I might do a live session actually on the 20th for those that can't get to that. Good. So this is a question from a Mr. P. Van Hoyk, I believe is the pronunciation, or some vowel that I don't know. I apologise if it's Van Hoek or something. And I think it's Phil, because I've had coffees bought to me before. There's a link underneath. If you find the videos useful, please remember I have a coffee link. You can purchase me a small coffee for like $3. And I do spend it on coffee. And I have had coffees and nice comments in the past from Phil. So I think it's Phil who's a friend of the site. If it's not Phil, please let me know who this is. So, hi Luke, can you please explain when to use à faire or de faire quelque chose? So this, I'm going to make the title screen for the video, so you should see it there. Otherwise, I'll pop it in the description underneath. So hi Luke, can you please explain when to use à faire or de faire quelque chose? So first things first, well done, you haven't spelt quelque chose incorrectly. Quelque chose it isn't two words joined together, it's quelque chose. This can be confusing because quelqu'un joined, quelquefois joined, for example, okay? So it's also worth remembering that quelque chose can be written with an S after the quelque and an S after the chose. Quelque with S, chose with S, which would mean a few things, which would be just a few of any other feminine noun, like quelque chose. Yeah, so a few beautiful things, quelques belles choses, belle being B-E-L-L-E-S, as opposed to something beautiful, quelque chose de beau. Can I remind you, quelque chose itself has its own grammar rules. It works with the de after it if you were going into an adjective. But that to one side. So this completely understandable obsession with what prepositions are doing is what bothers a lot of you. Can I remind you the basic technique of the fact that un is a head vibration and de is a chest vibration. So if you use my method and you follow the vibrations and the twangs, you won't go, yeah, is this an a verb or is this a de verb? You'll remember the sort of roller coaster of where you go in the sentence. Are you going no, 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 na, no, 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 okay? So that's worth bearing in mind. Right. The next thing. When you're looking at and de, you do need to look at what other ingredients are going on here. So if we were merely debating the use of à faire versus de faire, there's other things I would possibly say. So for example, if you're saying something like, it's interesting to, and then a verb, like it's interesting to do, or it's easy to see, yeah, that kind of thing. The grammar rule which solves a lot of problems is if the verb you're talking about then has a complement, then has like an object. So for example, it's interesting to, or it's easy to do the work. The fact that that infinitive to do or to see or to buy or to whatever, bitch slap, is then followed by a complement, is then followed by an object, that would mean that it's going to be a de to the left most of the time. So for example, it's easy to do the work. Il est facile de faire le travail, because the faire is then going to talk about doing le travail. In other words, you've got something that the faire is doing. If you said, yeah, the work, it's easy to do, crickets, tumbleweed, silence, nothing, you know, you haven't got anything after that infinitive, then it will be, yeah, facile à faire. Okay, so I'll give you another example. If you said, it's easy to open the bottle with your thigh muscles. Shout out to Susie on the Isle of Wight. So whatever, oh, I'm kidding, please. Like, she can afford cork, she uses screw cap. So if I say, it's